Hey there guys, and welcome back to more Beyond Soul. I'm still a little bit behind. I'm a little bit better today. It is the 10th of September, and the new update for Beyond Soul is the subject of this video. So I'm getting better with the updates and the videos on the updates coming out at the right time. Still not quite on point, but I'm fixing things, and everything should be fine. I know the last update video was, stupidly late, especially from the time of recording to the time of upload. I do apologise for that. I can't really do much about it, unfortunately. Anyways, this week's update is update 9.01. And the main feature of this update, as you can see here, are 3 new player ships. Now, I've already bought one of these ships in our Let's Play world, and I've been experimenting with it. I like it a lot better than the default ship, although it does have issues on its own. A lot of the issues I do have with the new ships, I think are kind of linked to the fact of the world that we are using currently is not built for the last couple of updates, as I've mentioned in the past, and things like the Tamarind Freighter is just a waste of money at this point, because we don't need the resources anymore. We mine basically everything. I'll talk through what the different ships do when we get into the game, so you can more understand what that does. The patch notes auto repair. So glad they've done this, although I found that the timer on it is a little haphazard. It doesn't always do it. Auto repair, if you guys remember, whenever I get attacked, that if I say my city gets attacked, obviously my city is well enough defended to destroy someone's fleet, but say my city gets attacked, they still damage some buildings, and I've got to go through each individual building and repair them. They've now made it so that all the buildings, outposts, everything that is damaged but isn't destroyed, now repairs after a timer is set. So after it stopped being attacked, yes, that sentence doesn't sound right to me, but yes, after it stopped from being attacked, a timer kind of counts down. It's like, if it's not attacked within 10 seconds of that time, it then starts to repair itself. The issue I have with this is, as I said, I think it's more bug at the moment, where I find that timer can sometimes range from a very small point in time to a very large point in time. And I'm not sure if it's due to the building. It might be the, say, radar stations repair quickly, whereas mining outposts take a very long time to start that auto repair process. I don't particularly know. It does seem a little bit finicky at the moment. Frequency of random events now increases the more human players are in the game. That's a nice thing to have. Of course there's not any other human players in our games, so if I get someone else to play with us, it will be nice. I do know for a fact that if there's multiple people, at the rate at which random events occurred was really low for even 2 people. Even if there's more, it's even worse. Upgrading hangars now gives you 2 additional command limit instead of 1. Thank God. I begged for this in my not the last video, the video beforehand. I did say that even if they didn't want it to be like a huge buff, what they could do is, like, the last 2 levels give you 2 command instead of 1. But every level now gives you 2 command. Phenomenal. I'm so glad that exists. I thought it was so needed. I'm glad it exists. Balance updates to world generation parameters and bug fixes and UI improvements as per usual. Let's get into the game. Hey there guys, and welcome back to Beyond Soul. I'm just going to point out 2 things at the moment. First thing, I am at war with Haleb Grove, and they have attacked me. That's the ships that are floating me here now. Can't actually remember where they attacked me, they just did. And they're so far away, I just don't see a point in... In fact, I don't even know where they are, over here. I don't see a point in retaliating. I'm just going to wait for them to come over here. Second thing second, I don't have a fleet. I was at war with La Liberté and Monadary again. And, yeah. It didn't end well. My entire fleet got completely crushed. I basically had their full fleets, 45 and 42, attack me. Couldn't do anything about it. I didn't have the money to construct my own fleet. The one issue with the hangars being upgraded was that obviously things like La Liberté, who already had a huge command limit, now have double that command limit. And it's like, I like that I have a large command limit. I don't like that they do. Third thing's third. I think I said two things to begin with. Now we're on the third thing. Oh well. La Liberté is 94% towards achieving the Builder victory. Which is this one. Yeah. Basically, I think by the next episode, La Liberté, even in this episode, La Liberté will actually win. Which means we will most likely end up starting in a brand new world come the next update. Just going to point that out for you guys. Can I upgrade these? Let's upgrade these. I'm going to talk about the new ships. So, there are 3 new ships. Oh, just in loadout. There are 3 new ships. And each one has its own advantages and disadvantages. So, there are 4 ships in total. You have the Falcon Cruiser, the Viper Destroyer, the Gladiator, and the Tamarin Freighter. Now, I instantly bought the Gladiator, and the reason for that is, obviously I was at war, and I needed a ship that could deal out the damage and take the damage. And it does really well, much better than the Falcon. I think all 3 ships are better than the Falcon as a whole. However, the Tamarin Freighter, slow, average hull and shields, and a massive cargo space. It also has 2 drones. Its bulky frame and slow engines make it vulnerable in combat situations. It is not a combat ship. I'll just go over the stats for you. You can pause the video if you want to compare them. There you are. It's not a ship that is built for fighting. It's very much a ship, I think, that you unlock with your first 10,000. It costs 10,000 to unlock each ship. I think that will change. The Tamarin Fighter should stay about 10,000 because it is very much a freighter. It's not anything else. It's not particularly a fighting ship. It's good in the early game to collect all your resources to begin with, building your city, but once you have your borders established, it kind of loses its value, hence why I didn't unlock it. Then you have the Gladiator. I'm actually going to unlock the Viper here as well, just to show you the Viper. Then you have the Gladiator. Now, the Gladiator moves a lot slower than the Falcon, and much, much slower than the Viper. But it has a very high hull and shield strength. It also does very, very well against attacking things. You can see their capacity to increase its energy recharge rate to keep firing its weapons for longer periods of time. Basically, it's for fighting. That's its main thing. I think that is your main command ship, the Gladiator. Late game, if you're going for a lot of war, the Gladiator is your one-stop shop to what you need to do. Then you have the Viper. Now, the Viper's an interesting ship, and I like the Viper, I really do. The issue I have with the Viper is you can read that it allowing it to dodge incoming fire more easily. I find that incoming fire, you can't dodge very easily in this game. I'm not quite sure how fast the ship is, but I don't really care. For what I know, it can't be fast enough to... Not enough titanium. How much titanium do I need? 24. It's not fast enough to be able to basically say, you know, oh yeah, it definitely will dodge a lot of fire. There's no evasion mechanic in the game. And if they add that in the future, or maybe in the systems, yes, the Viper would definitely be a ship that is worth more. Again, it's got more potential than the Falcon. I think the Falcon and the Viper are more on par than the other two are. The Falcon is your default ship, right? It's got the basic stats. Clicking on it, showing your stats overview doesn't really help, and I've just realised the same with the Gladiator because I've upgraded them. But the Falcon Cruiser, a level 4 Falcon Cruiser is worse than a level 2 Gladiator battleship in battle, in combat. I feel like with the Viper, it does well at destroying things quickly, right? It does well at getting in there, destroying things, over and done with, sorted. But it can't take any damage. Oh, there we go. La Liberté just won. Oh, that's an interesting system. I wonder if that's going to be a seed if they put a seed generator in. Aw, man. We'll keep playing just for now, just so I can show you things. That's upsetting. Ah well, it's no big deal. So, answer that question. Right, let's show you some things. Let's get a fleet first. Let's rebuild our fleet. Right. We're gonna undock. And we're gonna fly over here. We're basically looking for pirates at this point. Actually, we could probably go to a battle and sort that out. So does that mean that we no longer go to war with people? Oh, no, it looks like people still go to war with people. That's interesting. Yeah, because Halo Grove is still on our team. Well, that's upsetting. It doesn't say that they've won, which is interesting. I do find it interesting that it doesn't say that they've won. Anyway, let me show you the... I can't even remember what it's called now. Gladiator. So you can see its turning is really, really slow. Its speed is also much slower than what someone might expect. But it does the job. It has 2 mining drones instead of... The Tamarine Freighter has 3. It does the job. It can take damage. What's the word I'm looking for here? It's sustainable. You know, it's nothing too big. It's nothing too massive in change-wise to the Falcon. It's just a little bit slower, and it can take the damage. I'm not going to even try. Now, if we go back to our city, you can also see, if you're looking throughout that battle, you can rewind the video if you want, the recharge rate of the weapons. You notice that as soon as I had cast a weapon, my bar was basically recharging immediately, and it was almost full by the time I used my next weapon. Obviously, if I use all 3 immediately, there's nothing target here, but if I used all 3 immediately, then I wonder... Oh, it does just say defeat. Okay. That's interesting. What was I going to say? Yeah, if I use all 3 or all 4 abilities immediately, obviously this energy bar would deplete quite quickly. But by the time the cooldown of one of these is finished, because they all have different cooldowns, by the time one of them is finished, to use it again, the energy bar is usually 3/4, if not full. So, in battles, as I said, the Gladiator is definitely your one-stop shop. Now we're going to go with the Viper, and we're going to upgrade the Viper. As you can see, the Viper is very, very, very small, and I don't know if it takes target in priority. And by that, I mean... Jesus, La Liberté's just got such a thing. I don't know if it takes targeted priority, and by that, I mean... Right, we can keep up with Firkins now. There we are. You can kind of see what I mean here by... You can get in and out very, very, very quickly. And you can also keep up with the very small ships, which is nice, especially when you have this antimatter laser. It's fast. What I was saying before I went off on a tangent, I do apologize for that. My mind's kind of all over the place this morning. I'm not sure if it takes targeting priority, because it's so small. I'm not sure if you're... we need to go save that. I'm not sure if your ship is targeted before your fleet is by enemies. That could be how they've basically done the fact that it's, you know, it doesn't get... it dodges... That's what I'm trying to say. It dodges attacks is what they're basing it on. And there's no evasion mechanic. And as I've said, if you get something shot at you, you usually end up being hit by it. Maybe it's a fact of, if there's another ship near you, they're more likely to target the other ship instead of you. Which would be nice. I don't know why my ship wasn't... I'm gonna not kill them because, yeah, why should I? Now my shields are down. But as soon as the energy recharges, my shield should be back up. Are my shields up now? Nope. And I'm dead. You can see the Viper doesn't last very long, and it is an issue I do have with the Viper. My entire fleet just got wiped as well. We took a lot of them with us. No, we didn't. Thought we took a lot of them with us, but no, we didn't. So yeah, the Viper, not my favourite ship. It's definitely better than the Falcon. A level 4 Falcon, probably not. But a level 1 Falcon, yeah, I could see the Viper having its benefits. It's definitely fast, and it can definitely kill things quickly. I think if you're not at war, if you're not fighting these massive fleets, then, say you're just going after distress beacons and things like this, I think the Viper's a perfect ship. It gets in, destroys the enemy ships, sorted. If you're going in alone, no, the shields don't last too long, it doesn't survive, it has no survivability, sustainability, it will die. And that is a very big issue with the Viper. The Tamarin... there's not much you can really say about the Tamarin. It's stupidly slow. Let me show you. You can equip all the weapons, obviously. It also has an extra mining drone. Its whole purpose for this... You can see, look, I took a couple of shots and I'm almost dead already. You know, the Tamarin doesn't last very long. And now I can't repair because... I wonder if can you change ships? I think that's something they'll fix. You shouldn't be able to change ships. But... yeah, the Tamarin is too slow and too weak to be worth anything. I need to dock again, otherwise I'm going to die again. Oh, I'm dead anyways. Doesn't matter. The Tamarin is more likely for... I think what you do with a Tamarin is you buy it with your first 10,000 when you're starting out the game. You don't worry about anything with resources at that point, because it's like you don't have the fleet to increase your inventory size anyways. And all you really have to do is just fly around and collect resources. And it has a huge hull capacity. Let me show you. So this ship has 120. The Falcon has 160, and that's level 4. The Tamarin has 300 at level 1. It has double the Falcon Cruiser at level 4 in capacity immediately. So, the Tamarin I can understand, but for a late game ship, I don't think so. And I don't think you'll ever be upgrading that ship for the fact of you don't need to, it's just there to collect resources and leave. Of course, the issue with that is if you fight pirates in the asteroid field, then you're most likely dead as well. Maybe in the future they'll add some form of quests in or something. I'm thinking something along the lines of Elite Dangerous, where a city will ask you, or a city will request that someone deliver them 200 titanium. No other ship in the game, unless you upgrade it a ton, will have that capacity, apart from the Tamarin Freighter. and in which case then you take an escort of a fleet with you. I can see that being a really good idea. And that's my thoughts on the Tamarin. And I believe that's my thoughts on everything in the new update. What was the other thing? Oh, the auto repair I've already mentioned. And this video is 20 minutes long. So I'm going to say my goodbyes, guys. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit the like rating below the video. It helps so much, guys. I can't express it enough. Also, hit the subscribe button if you're new. New subscribers is new support, and it's just amazing to have the knowledge that people are watching my videos. Also, keep an eye out for the streaming. I've started streaming on YouTube. YouTube Gaming, YouTube anyways. So if you want to check me out there, follow me on Twitter to know when I go live. It's not quite scheduled at the moment because I can't make that commitment. So I kind of just stream when I can. Until then, guys, I've been Phoenix Cypher. I've been your host. Thank you for watching. Adios, mis amigos. Go.